Toot toot! All aboard the sandy shores at California. Good evening and welcome to the Racer League. I am your host, Nathaniel Scott. And this week, the Racer League is at California. This is a nice large track with some wide turns, so I'm sure we're going to see some great racing. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and cover the qualifying results for today's race. Starting first is the two-time winner, the number 47 of John Jackson. Outside of him is the number 64 of Katie Harshbarger. In third, we have the number 6 of Steven Nelson. In fourth, the number 48 of Max's Universe. And rounding out the top 5 is our points leader, the number 21 of Jeremy Nelson. Some other notable mentions though, however, our top rookie right now in points is Dylan Birchfield, who has himself inside the showdown currently. He, however, will start in the 23rd position. But now it's time for a new segment that we like to call Questions with Ernie.
Questions with questions. Questions with Ernie. Questions with Ernie. Questions with Ernie. Questions.
All right, so Ernie is with us. Ernie, we've got a question for you. Out of the drivers currently, who do you feel like has the most potential?
Well, Nathaniel, I'd have to go with the number 6 of Steven Nelson. Last season, he didn't do so well. He didn't make the showdown, but both of his teammates did with wins. The number 21 of Jeremy Nelson sits first in points, and the number 41 of Aaron Nelson sits fifth in points. Steven Nelson currently sits in the 38th position, 2 spots underneath that cutoff line. He has no top 20s this season at all. He has been struggling, but he has potential. Steven has also expressed frustration with his team at not being able to get the fastest car. But I feel, however, that if he has the right car, he's able to bring it in for a win.
It's a good observation, Ernie. I think it's a great pick. And a follow-up question for that, Ernie, would be, how does the number 6 feel about his car starting third today?
The number 6 of Steven feels good about his car this week. Feels like it's going to be strong. He rolls off third today, so it's a promising start for him with his teammate, the number 21 of Jeremy Nelson, right behind him, starting in the lineup. He feels comfortable and very confident in his ability. It's just relying on the car that worries him, Nathaniel.
Well, that is some worrisome stuff indeed. Thank you, Ernie. And this segment has been Questions with Ernie. All right. So we're not going to show Q. All right. Anyway, some other news exciting in the Racer League. This just in. The number 91 of Aunt Christy and the 88 of Uncle Mike contracts will expire at the end of the season. There are no talks of renewing those contracts, so this will be interesting to see what will happen with this J-Town Racing.
Drivers, to your cars.
Yes, the drivers have been called to their cars, so I'm going to go ahead and send it down to our in-booth commentators of Dwight and Sue, and I will see you next time.
Well, thanks, Nathaniel, for that welcome. My name is Sue Llewellyn, and I'm here with my counterpart once again this week, Mr. Dwight Flanders.
Well, hi there, Stu. How's it going?
It's going quite well.
It is. You know, we're out here in California. I've been getting my tan on. What do you think? Does it look good?
Quite well.
Yeah. Does it look natural?
Sure.
What about down here?
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, they're rolling there, Stu.
What is nice to see, that 47, he's been dominant all season, and he
has.
got the pole.
That he did there, Stu. It's, well, that win last week that he got.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago. That's right. We've got the 55 up there as well, and I got my stat sheet all messed up. But
Sure.
he's got 2 wins. That 55 has 2 wins, and they're both sitting up there inside the top 10 right now.
They sure are, and they're going to be sitting in the championship race come the end of the season.
And that they are, for sure. It'll be nice to see that. And then we've got the... Yes. I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, that number 6, he's sitting there in third right now.
That he
He
is.
qualified third. He's wanting a good finish this week, we heard from Ernie.
That we did. He is definitely struggling a little bit here, being underneath that cutoff line for being kicked out of the Racer League. He's going to have to, stays underneath that line, he's going to have to race himself back in next season.
That's correct. That's
So
the
we do-
elimination line.
That's right. That's what I was trying to say. We do not want him under there, or really any drivers. That's just how the Racer League works. But hopefully he's got a good car this week. I mean, he's sitting up there in third place, right behind that dominant there for 47. So, and a good
Yep.
place to be.
Well, that pace car's down, Dwight.
Oh, you know what that means. Will y'all say it with me? We're going racing. I do just love that part, and I hope y'all say it with me. It's so much fun.
It did not
Oh,
take
look
long.
at there, Sue.
He's already going for the lead. Look at that.
That is a great move there, Sue, by that 6 car. Oh,
my.
heavens, we're under caution there, Sue.
We are. At number 6, he shot out of a cannon coming off of turn
He
2 there.
got right underneath that 47 car. Well, Ernie said that he's pretty confident in his driving skills, and hopefully this week that team listened to him and he's got the car to beat.
Hopefully, he leads them back to the line. Let's go
See
take a
what
look at the
happens
replay.
here. Oh, heavens, Sue. That 72 car, oh, knocks into that 91 there, Sue. Oh, mercy.
Took his teammate out.
Heavens to Betsy. That's happened multiple times here now with this team. I hope they're all right.
I hope so too.
That's not good to see at all.
It looks like they're all coming down pit road.
Guess we'll send it down to Ernie, see what's going on down there in pit road.
Sure, Ernie, you got us there, buddy?
Yeah, guys. Well, it looks like everybody's going to take 4 tires and gas. Just trying to get the fresher tires. They're going to put these tires back for later. Maybe towards later end of the race. What they call like slick tires. They want to just try to reuse them. They only get a few tires a race, so they got to be cautious of how they use them. And here they come down. See who's going to be the quickest one out. Some of these drivers do need to adjust from their qualifying schemes into the race schemes. They didn't get all that done for the race today. It looks like that 64 is going to be the first one out, followed by the 32. I'll send it back to you there, Dwight and Stu.
Well, thanks, Ernie.
Yes. Quite a race there coming off pit road there, Stu. That 47 car, like Ernie said, is probably sitting in there getting some adjustments on his car.
Yep,
Getting him into the racing setup, not the qualifying setup.
sure looks that way. Well, they're getting lined up. We're going to take our first break of the week. We'll be right back to the Rectified Automotive Circuit Entertainment Racing League.
Come closer. I've got to tell you something. I was at the store the other day, and I saw a fig noodle. Yeah. It was an imposter.
Welcome back to the Racer League. My name is Sue. How do you do? And I'm here with my counterpart, Mr. Dwight Flanders.
Well, hey y'all, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing all right tonight.
That 64 and their pit crew's doing all right.
That they are. They're the first ones out. Another driver to make a big move was that 32 there of Eddie Phillips. He started today in the 13th position. So, it's nice to see him up there. He has been very consistent so far this season. He had a third place finish last week and a second place finish there at Rockingham. And another driver that's been really consistent that we've talked about is that number 4 there of Tommy Ray.
Sure, he was leading the points a few weeks ago.
He was leading the points up to last week when he had those issues going on there with his car and everything, and he finished 33rd last week. But at Rockingham and at Texas, he finished 3rd at Rockingham and 2nd at Texas there, Sue. So a good finish, or good finishes for him. And right behind him, we've got the number 6 there of Steven Nelson. That driver, I think some of us are keeping an eye on today.
Sure.
Want him to have a good finish this week. We feel bad he's not been getting the best cars he feels like he needs, but his team stepped up this week and got him out there still up in the top 5.
Sure, seems
this
that
restart.
way. Looks like that pace car is about to turn down.
There it goes. It's turning down. That number 64 of Katie Harshbarger is going to lead the drivers to the green flag as it's out, and we're going racing. We'll see what kind of a move people can make here. That 6 car is, again, quick to make some moves there, Sue.
He sure is.
He got the inside line there.
He's looking to get under that number 4, and that 32's keeping pace with that 64.
That she is there, Sue. He is definitely keeping pace there with that 64 car, and that 6 car is trying to make a move on that 4 back there.
He's gaining a little bit each turn there.
And that he is.
There's our 2-time winner. We're going 4 wide.
Back there with rookies on either side of him. Hang on there, rookies.
Hey.
That is a dangerous place to be.
Sure is, but that 47, he can coast now.
He's not racing really for points right now.
But his
Racing for
teammate
wins.
sure is. That 92, Kim Jackson.
That she is there, Sue. She's sitting about middle of the pack towards the back of the pack right now. Back there with Max's Universe. And the number 2 of Bryson Birchfield. Max's Universe is going to try to make a move underneath that 92 there, Sue.
Oh, looky here.
Speaking of making moves.
We got pass for 3rd right now. That number 6 is Steven Nelson. He's looking to advance his position.
He's trying to make that move. That Tommy Ray made his move up there into 2nd. And here comes that number 6, followed by the 19.
At 19, he was a rookie last year.
Yeah, yes.
Last season.
Terry Wallenbacher, is that correct?
Tim Walbach.
Tim Wallenbacher, that's right.
You just have all kinds of trouble with
I'm
names,
sorts.
don't you?
The sun's gotten to me. But that 19 is sitting on the bubble for the cutoff line, or the elimination line rather. He's sitting right there for that.
Well, that 64's got a pretty good lead right now. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back to Green Flag Racing here on the Racer League.
Subscribe to us today. Yeah, subscribe to us today.
Well, hey y'all, welcome back to the Racer League. My name is Dwight. I hope you're doing alright. Here with my partner in crime, Sue Llewellyn.
How do you do?
I think the folks are doing fine, and so is that number 4 car. He's trying to make a move there for the lead there, Sue.
He sure is, but that 64, she's not going to give up that easily.
Well, that she's not. She's going to get a really good run there on the high side coming off of turn 2. Get some good speed coming down the back stretch, but hopefully she can hold him off just a little bit.
At number
She's
4,
holding that bottom line.
He can carry that speed into the corners quite well.
He can definitely carry the speed a little bit more. I think that's why that 64 is going a little bit higher there, trying to get that extra speed coming off the turn to beat that. See what she does here. See, she's riding that higher line right there than the 4, trying to get a little bit of extra speed there coming off the backstretch. See, I've been doing my homework there.
You sure have.
I've been watching a lot of racing.
Color me impressed.
There you go. I think that color would be pink.
Anyways, that number 4, he made that pass.
He did make that
he's
pass.
Pulling away. That
I
number
think-
4, Tommy Ray's going to lead this lap and get an extra bonus point.
Well, that's going to be good for him. I mean, he's inside the showdown window right now, so he definitely needs some strong finishes here, or even a win to solidify his showdown contingency. There's our
Sure.
leader in points right now, the number 21 of Jeremy Nelson.
He's sitting 8th right now in the race.
That's a pretty good spot to be in, inside the top 10. Coming up on halfway. He's running the higher line a little bit as well. I think everybody's running the right there on the bottom, right there in the middle of the turn. Everybody's trying to get to that white line, but
Sure.
coming into the turn, he's a little bit higher than most
Oh.
I've seen.
We're under caution again, and it happened right before the number 4 hit the start-finish line.
We'll see what happens here. There's the number 2 in the 55. Oh, heavens, he just pushed her out of the way.
He sure did.
He was not taking any prisoners there, Sue. Ooh, goodness.
That
Did you
was-
see that?
I did. That was almost bad.
Oh, mercy.
But they're coming down to the pits again. So we're going to send it down to Ernie again. See what all the drivers are doing. Ernie?
Hey guys, so this number 4 team and all their teammates, the number 4, 13, and the 9, have been sharing a lot of resources over the radio. They're all going to take 2 tires and gas, or what? Oh, they just said 4 tires. Sorry. They're going to take 4 tires and gas, but they're talking back and forth on the radio, trying to share notes to try to get the 13 and the 9 up there with the number 4 to get him a win. And the number 2 as well. Number 2 is outside the top 10 at the moment. Number 4 is going to be your first one out, followed by the 32, and the rest to follow. At 47, though, John Jackson, he has been struggling today. Not happy with his setup at all that he has right now. He is just struggling. I'll send it back to you guys.
Well, thanks, Ernie. That number 4, he let him out again.
And that he did there, Sue.
So he's going to continue to lead the race. And while we're under caution, we're going to continue to go to break. We'll be right back.
I'm going to get some Grandma CP.
Racer League is brought to you by Grandma Sweet Tea. It's delicious!
Welcome back to the Racer League. My name is Sue. How do you do? And I'm here with Dwight, my counterpart.
Well, hey, y'all. How's it going?
It's going quite well.
It is for that number 4 car.
Sure
he
is.
doing really well today. Even his pit team has been keeping him out there in the front. Another team, though, that's been doing pretty well there, Stu, I've been watching, is that 21 car.
Sure.
That 21 car, Jeremy Nelson, I mean, he came into the caution like around 8th, and they got him a few more positions there with that pit stop, so some stuff's working there, and they've kept the number 6 inside the top 5.
They sure have. And
So-
the 6 and the 21 are teammates.
They are.
And you know another team that's done quite well is that Colin Racing. We got the number 8 and the number 19 right now in the top 10.
Well, that they do. That's nice to see. And the most sought-after rookie there, Jay Shepler, he's outside of the top 10, but he sits right on that showdown bubble, y'all. So keep on watching for him. He's been the one rookie that's, the number 1 draft pick for everybody, as they would say.
He sure has been. He's done quite well up until last week when he was caught up in an accident.
And that is true there, Sue. He has had some very good finishes. He finished 5th there at Texas.
He sure did.
That was a great win for him.
Mm-hmm.
Not a win in the sense of a race, but
Sure.
great progress for that team.
Well, that pace car's down, Dwight.
Y'all know what that means. Say it with me. We're going racing. There goes that 4 car. He shot out like a cannon there, Sue.
He sure did. And that number 6 is trying to pass on the outside.
That was not a smart move there, Sue. I mean, I know he's confident in his driving, but still. Oh, heavens. They were 3 wide going into that turn there, Sue, and that 32 of Eddie Phillips did not hang on to it.
He did not.
He's still racing. He just clipped the wall and pushed him back there outside of the top 5, but here comes the 21 car, Jeremy Nelson, into second. His teammate right behind him there in the number 6, Steven Nelson. Making some great moves there together as a team.
They sure are.
What? Interesting to see. Oh, yep, there it is. I figured that was going to happen. That's 6 of Steven Nelson. I figured he was going to try to make a move there. It was a great move there for that 6 car. Get underneath that 21.
It sure was. Be interesting to see how well that number 6 can do once he gets out into some clean air.
Yeah, yes.
He's been kind of clogged up behind all the leaders lately. So it'll be nice to see what he can do now that he's kind of he only has 1 car. But
heavens,
speaking of being
that's the-
clogged up,
There it is right there. Clogged up worse than the outhouse back at home.
sure is. How do you clog an outhouse?
Wow.
Never mind, I don't want to know. But
Oh, heavens, Sue. They're up into the wall there, the 95 and 99. Up into the wall, Bree and Carl Phillips are up there. They're all right.
well, we stay green. They just fell back to the back of the pack.
That 95 did like his teammate did there, the 32 of Eddie Phillips, and just ran out of room up there. You get caught up into that wall.
Sure did. But here's another rookie that's been pretty quiet as
He
of late.
has.
Is that number 22 of Dallas Haycraft?
Yeah, yes. Dallas hasn't had very good finishes lately. He only has 1 up inside of the top 20, so
He's racing
struggling just a little bit.
that Tommy Ray. He's got almost a full second lead
Well, that car
over
is,
that number 6.
That car is fast. I know that he was looking forward to this week. I talked to him. He's been excited for this week. He likes these bigger tracks.
Well, he's definitely showing it. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and send it to Nathaniel Scott for the mid-race report. We'll be right back to Green Flag Racing.
I'm going to go get some tea.
That would be a good time.
Well, good evening once again, and welcome to the Racer League Mid-Race Report. I am your host, Nathaniel Scott, and we have had some interesting racing this week. Not that many cautions like we've seen in the weeks prior. Our first caution came on lap 1, involving teammates of the number 91 and 72. Interesting, especially with the contract talks. Our second caution came on lap 17, involving another round of drivers and knocking a couple drivers out of the race. Currently, right now, the number 91 of Aunt Christie, the number 72 of Michael Rector, the number 43 of Karen Ellison, and the number 52 of Eric Rector are out of the race. They will not be racing any further. Well, this has been the Racer League Mid-Race Report with your host, Nathaniel Scott, and I will see you after the race.
Well, hey y'all, welcome back to the Racer League. I tell you what there, y'all. There has been a fire lit up underneath that 6 car there, Sue.
There sure has. He has cut that second lead that number 4 had to 0.
To nothing there, Sue. He is underneath the number 4 car. He is definitely on fire this week, and nice to see him up there in the top 5 and now leading the race. He's going to need a win here, Sue, to definitely get him underneath that, or out from that execution line there, Sue.
Sure. Elimination line.
Oh, elimination line?
Execute just a little too harsh.
It's a little too
word.
harsh, ain't it? It is.
But he did lead that lap.
And he's going to get that bonus point.
That bonus point, that could break the difference.
That it can. So
For that elimination line, that
4 car is falling back just a little bit.
sure is. But
It's
they've
not-
been on these tires for quite a while.
They have.
So
They
I'm
have.
sure their
He's
cars
probably
are
not
starting
good
to...
in a longer run. He's probably good
Sure.
there in the starting runs of things.
Which is actually the smarter way to do it, the way these races have been going.
Here lately,
All but Dover, we have had cautions almost every 5 laps.
that we have, and all of our cautions, but within the first 2 or 3 laps.
Sure.
There's a race for the top 10 there of the number 83 of Renee Rector and the 92 of Kim Jackson. That 83 car is holding on, and I tell you, that 83 car struggled last season, but is inside the showdown window right now. So nice to see that car up there.
Sure.
Another car to talk about there is right in front of her, that 37 of Eric Blarby.
Mm-hmm.
He's in that
Elimination line.
elimination line as well. Another driver dropping another position there is that number 4 car as Katie Harshbarger takes on second place, hunting down that number 6 car there, Sue.
It sure is, but I don't think anybody's going to catch that number 6 until we get to that 10 to go caution.
That
Here
10
in
to go
just a
caution
couple
is here
laps.
is just in a few laps for sure. So, oh, look at there, Sue. There's Skittle Waffles.
Yeah, we got quite a few rookies right there. Skittle Waffles, Jay Shepler, and Dallas
Dallas.
Hagcraft right now.
And Bobby's back there. And Scott Rector, that's another driver we haven't talked about in quite some time there, Sue. He's up there inside the showdown window as well.
Sure is. And here's the number 85 of Christopher Bailey. He's riding. Where is he riding? He's just outside the top 10 right
I
now.
believe so, yes. Going underneath Jacob Banks, one of the other top rookies we had coming into this season.
And Christopher Bailey, he missed the showdown last season by
Yes.
just a few points.
Just a hair.
and
Just
he's
a hair.
making up for it this season.
That he is. He has been on a mission there, Sue. He has had some great finishes.
Well, the 10 to go caution is out, and that number 6 is going to lead us around unless anything drastic happens.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not as well. And there's no lapped cars in front of him.
There ain't. He's got over a second lead right now on the 64 of Katie Harshbarger. So, but I would imagine there, Sue, I'm going to go ahead and take a bet here as we get ready to come under this caution light that they're going to take some pit stops and get some gas.
Oh, I'm pretty confident of that. That
Oh,
is
yes.
for sure. That 6 does lead him back to the line. Looks like our top 10 stays the same. But you know who's kind of snuck into that top 10, almost the top 5?
Who's that there, Sue?
That's at number 88, Uncle Mike.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. He did just kind of sneak in there, didn't he?
He sure did. Almost where did he come from?
Yes, I didn't even think to look at him up there. He started all the way back in 31st, so this has been a trek for him to make that big of a difference there, Sue. And
It sure has.
hopefully his teammate or his pit crew team can get him out and maybe inside the top 5 before they come back to green.
Sure.
Because the race ain't just out on the track, the race is in the pits as well.
That's correct. And we're getting word that all these drivers are going to come in for fuel and tires.
They've been on them for a while, so
And we're going to send it on down to Ernie. And he's going to give us a rundown of what these crew chiefs are thinking. Ernie?
Well, guys, everybody is thinking 4 tires and gas. Everybody's trying to see what they can do to get out there first, because track position has played the part here at California and for these drivers. If you're out there in that clean air, man, it is just smooth sailing for these drivers. But that Tommy Ray, I was listening on the radio, he was not happy that his car fell off there at the end. Car just got real loose on him. I don't think the crew's going to try to make any adjustments on that car. He's better on the shorter runs, and with 10 laps to go, it'll be all right. And here they come coming down out of here, and that number 4 car will come out first, which is pretty interesting to see. He gained 2 spots. I have to run down there and see what's going on, how he got out so fast. I'll send it back to y'all.
Well, thanks, Ernie. Well, we had quite a race off pit road there,
Right,
didn't we,
it
Dwight?
was there, Sue. Oh, my gracious. Goodness gracious.
Well, they're getting lined back up. You know what this means?
We're going to break?
We're going to break.
All right.
We'll be right back to the Racer League.
I should probably get that looked at.
Welcome back to the Racer League. My name is Sue, and I'm here with my counterpart, Mr. Dwight Flanders.
Hey, y'all. How's it going? Doing pretty great.
It's going pretty great for those top 2 drivers right now.
It is. They have been battling back and forth there, Sue.
They sure have, and we just got word Ernie's got a report on that number 4 and how they got the lead back. Ernie?
Yeah, guys. I was talking, and that number 4 only took 1 can of gas with these 10 laps to go. They're pushing it for sure. If they're going to try to make it the rest of the way, it'll be interesting to see there, y'all. But that's how that 4 car got out in front. Right, Sue?
Well, thanks, Ernie.
Yes.
That's
That's a bold move there, Sue.
it sure
Bold
is.
move.
We'll see if that pays off.
It'll be interesting to see for sure. Well, looky there, Sue. We were talking about pit road guys making moves.
Mm-hmm.
Looky there. That number 88 of Uncle Mike is up there in 4th place right now. He gained 2 spots there coming in inside the top 5. I called it. I just want to
called
go
it.
on record. I called it. You go, Uncle Mike, and that team. You're doing really great. Some great moves there.
We have had quite an interesting pit strategy. And
Yeah,
just
yes.
so everybody knows, taking only 1 can of gas makes the car a lot lighter.
That
So
it does, but
that'll make them hopefully go a little faster, but can they make it to the end?
that'll be the question for sure there, Sue. But that pace car is in, and the green flag is out, and we're going racing. And just like that again, that number 4 car shot out like a cannon, and so did that 88 car there, Sue. He went on the high side there of
He sure
Jeremy
did.
Nelson.
He sure did.
With that lighter car there, that number 4 of Tommy Ray, he is coming fast. And fast he went.
That he
I
did.
do love that part there.
Oh, yeah, those are good shots.
They are. Shout out to our camera crew down there, and thanks for all the images y'all provide us, and our production team as well. Got a shout out to them, putting all
Sure.
this together for us. Oh, mercy there, Sue. That number 92 there of Kim Jackson's inside the top 10 there, Sue.
They sure are. In fact, that's a battle right now from 5th on back to 8th right now. We got 5 cars all battling for position.
That they are there, Sue. But that number 92 car, she is in 3rd, or she is 3rd in points right now. She has a 4th place finish there at Rockingham and 11th last week. So that team is doing really, really well.
That 88, he's falling back a little bit now.
Just a hair.
He's falling back to the 10th position, and looks like he's going to fall out again.
I feel like it's just on the outside and just not been able to make some bigger moves and bigger runs there on the outside and gain that momentum coming off. He's got Eric Galarby in front of him, cutting him off, and just stuck up there. Not a place to be.
Well, we got the 21 and the 6 in the top 10, but what about their other teammate? That's a 41 there of Aaron Nelson.
Well, that 41 there, she is just outside the top 10, probably running about 14th or 15th place as they go 4-wide racing here into
Sure.
turn 1 there, Sue. Mercy me, mercy me.
That's quite a... Ooh, buddy.
Oh, my butt cheeks clenched up there just a hair. I was waiting for a caution to come out.
I don't think yours was the only one.
I don't think so. I bet that number 2 card almost did something. There's 17, Miss Dominant of last season.
not quite been as dominant this
Not
season.
this season at all.
She had 3 wins last season, but has yet to seal the deal this season.
That she has. She sits 6th in points right now. She had a 7th place finish last week, so that's pretty good for her.
And there's her other teammate, the number 48 of Max's Universe. That team is working their way into the top 10 right now and trying to get into the top 5.
Well, they need it because their top 5 came in week 2 at Rockingham, and that was the number 48 team's best finish this season.
They've had an up and down season, been
Quite a
caught up
bit.
in some wrecks.
In some wrecks in the back of the pack and just scrambling, and they're second in points there. That Mason Cecil finished 10th last week.
And there's that number 1 draft pick,
The top draft pick everybody was waiting for.
Jay Shepler. That's number 8's teammate.
Doing pretty well there. Well, they're kind of towards the back of the pack right now, but just not caught a break. There's the 23 of Dylan Birchfield. He is our top rookie right now there, y'all. Driving that 23 Jordan car. That is a nice car there.
It sure is.
He's on the edge of the top 10 as well.
Him and Jay Shepler are battling right now for Rookie of the Year.
That they are, but Dylan Birchfield has the best finish of 3rd there at Coca-Cola. Race 1 of the season, so got a great finish, been pretty consistent pretty much for that whole team there. Them and the number 7 and the number 10 are all the 23's teammates. And the other 2 cars aren't doing so hot.
They are not, especially that number 10.
That number 10, now that number 10 is our youngest rookie in the Racer League that we've ever had.
She is. Oh, buddy, we got a caution.
Oh, mercy. This might mess up the number 4 strategy. I don't know. Oh, mercy.
Well, we'll find out. But
We
we're racing
will.
back to the line.
This is scary, y'all.
Here we go.
He's got a second lead again, and he's had that kind of a lead and been pretty dominant all day. He's going to lead us down with no issues, but looks like the accident happened here on the front stretch.
Sure did. Let's go take a look at this replay here. Maybe.
Whenever the producers are ready, they can take their time. There it is.
Well, we got
Oh,
2
heavens.
rookies battling. Jay Shepler and Jacob Banks.
Going at it there, and Dallas is back there as well. 28 car, I guess he just thought he was underneath or was clear of the number 1 car, and oh, mercy. Oh, heavens to Betsy.
Gathered everybody up there.
That they did, but that 28 keeps on rolling. But that was, oh, mercy.
And here's on top of the number 84. Kaylee Banks.
Oh, crap. This is not looking good.
Well, that was quite a hit.
That it was there, Sue. Sad to see that when both teammates go out. Oh, mercy, Sue.
Uh-oh. This don't look good.
Oh, he
We're
cannot
on
be
the
happy.
we're
there,
on
Sue.
the last lap. And here goes that number 4 down into the pits. Ernie, what is going on? He was leading the race.
Yeah, guys. If they would have stayed green flag, they think they could have made it all the way. But not staying green, the number 4 just ran out of gas, y'all. He is not going to make it after a dominant performance all day. He is not happy out here, guys. Not happy at all.
That is unfortunate.
I wouldn't be happy either there, Ernie. That is not a great way to finish. Because we pretty much got the white flag here, y'all, and this will be our running order.
It sure will. Provided everybody doesn't run out of gas.
That's true as well. Sorry, y'all. I had the sniffles there for a second.
Right now, that 21, he inherited the lead, for lack of a better word.
That he did.
But he has had a dominant car most of the day. He has been in the top 10.
He's been up there in the top 5 and in the top 10 all day long. I mean, he started 5th today, right behind his teammate, the number 6. Which actually, that number 6 ain't in the top 10 either there, Sue.
He's not. He's just outside in 12th right now.
Oh, mercy.
So, it's still a good finish, I think.
It is, but it's... I mean, I guess he should be happy with that. I mean, he's had some really bad finishes here lately.
He
so.
sure has. It'll be interesting to see how the points shake out, though, with that finish. But rounding out the top 5 here is the number 13, sitting in second.
That he is.
Third, that 32 again.
Eddie
Of
Phillips.
Eddie Phillips. His teammate, the number 92 of Kim Jackson, sitting there in 4th. And in 5th is going to be the 49 of Rod Ellison.
That 32 there, he's turning into Mr. Consistency. That is his second third place finish in a row there, Sue.
In a row?
Finished third last week, third this week.
Well, that is quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Well, it is official now. There is our winner, the number 21, Jeremy Nelson. He has now qualified for the showdown, and after 5 races is only our 3rd winner of the season.
It's crazy to believe there, Sue, and it's interesting to see how this will all shake up. I mean, if he gets 2 wins, then you got to think the point system again drops one more driver, opens it up for another driver to get in.
Sure does.
So it'll be interesting to see, y'all. You want to stay tuned and don't miss any of the Racer League action. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, tell your friends, share us all over social media, because we all love that stuff. And I'm thinking about getting my own Facebook account.
That would be interesting.
I don't have one yet.
Well, with that, we're going to send it on up to Nathaniel Scott. Stay tuned for the post-race show. Join us next week, Tuesday at 7, here on the Racer League.
That'll do, Sue. That'll do.
Good evening and welcome to the Racer League post-race show. I am your host, Nathaniel Scott. And it was definitely a turn of events for the number 4 car as he ran out of gas coming to the white flag, which is a shame because the number 4 led the most laps today. But not a shame for the number 21 and that team, as the number 21 of Jeremy Nelson wins the race. In second, we had the number 13 of Nathan Rector. In third, the number 32 of Eddie Phillips. Fourth, the number 92 of Kim Jackson. And rounding out the top 5 was the number 49 of Rod Ellison. The number 88 of Uncle Mike was able to sneak himself and keep himself inside the top 10. And Tommy Ray, who led the most laps, finished in 29th position. This will definitely change the points around here on the Racer League because, as we know, drivers finishing 34th and back will receive negative points. So it has shuffled some things around. Currently, our points leader remains the same at Jeremy Nelson. In second, however, now we have the number 92 of Kim Jackson. In third, the number 41 of Aaron Nelson. Fourth, the number 32 of Eddie Phillips. And fifth, the number 85 of Christopher Bailey. Well, don't forget to subscribe to the Racer League and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the action here with us. Also, make sure to share this with your friends and tell them what a great time that you are having. And if you enjoyed the Ernie questions, go ahead and drop a comment below for a question that you have for Ernie. We would love to hear from you, and Ernie will answer your questions in the upcoming weeks. But in the meantime, I am your host, Nathaniel Scott, and I will see you next time.
Racer League is brought to you by Ben Sound. And images were provided by Google. Don't forget to like or comment below on what you think of Racer League. And throw a heart in for me.